Hey chatbox out there, today in this video I'm going to be telling you guys all about what I got to on my week so far. I hope you guys are all having a great week. On my Monday I got up after a nice long line, had a nice refreshing shower, got changed, head downstairs and I had some toast and a cup of tea, had some jam toast and I am loving jam toast at the moment. Watched a few YouTube videos and TikToks, messed around on there, did a few TikToks myself, went onto my Facebook and Instagram and was just listening to a bit of Kylie, and I am loving her new version of her song Say Something, the acoustic stripped down version. Love it, her vocals are amazing and they really do show how amazing she is with that stripped down version, and I've been listening to her a lot. My older brother, sister and dad and younger brother had work. Younger sister is up at uni and me, my mum and my grandparents were just watching a bit of TV. We were watching Hamza and the Hammer, and I then was just watching some episodes of Buffy, Doctor Who, Secret Country and some stuff on Netflix, and I watched this film called Last Summer with Tyler Percy and what's his name? KJ Apper from Riverdale, that's it. So two hunks, and yeah, it was quite a good film, and yeah, I love Tyler Percy. We've been watching lots of old episodes of Teen Wolf at the moment as well, and then I was just playing with my memory stick doll, just a colouring in on the colouring app on my phone. It's so therapeutic, and I was working on some new illustrations and tidying up my dolls and dollhouse and my office as it was getting a bit of a mess. And I watched The Holiday, which is probably my favourite Christmas film. I don't care if it's not Christmas yet or anywhere near there. It's actually only 3 months and 109 or 8 days now, but who's counting? On TikTok there's this guy that does funny TikTok videos counting each day till Christmas, which is very amusing. And I then was just listening to a bit of Coldplay, 1975, and some other singers and bands. Did a karaoke number with this on me. And my dad got back from work and he went off to bed, and for my lunch I had some smoked bacon rolls and a cup of tea, and then my grandma was going up to book a hair appointment, so she dropped me up to High Street so I could get a farewell card. One of my colleagues who's off to uni and his last shift is on Wednesday, and I'm in for his last shift, and afterwards we're going to be having some drinks, so that should be good. And it's going to be so weird once a few of my colleagues are actually leaving soon for uni, so there's about 3 of them leaving. So it's going to be really weird once they've gone, and I gave that to him because he was working, and so I gave it to him, and then I had a tasted tea cake and a hot chocolate while in there, and I stayed in there as it started to rain, so I stayed in there till the rain eased off a bit. I'm just going to be showing you guys that now. The tea cake was so good. I had some jam on there and butter, and had my hot chocolate with lots of cream and marshmallows. Hope you enjoyed seeing the photo of that. I love taking photos of anything and everything. Photography, that's what I do, love it. And I still can't believe that one of my photography pieces sold. I'm now an official art seller, got one of mine sold, and yeah, I just absolutely love it. Love flower photography. Got a few flower snaps, and I head off home just as it began to rain really heavily. I got back and I watched the Aussie soaps, finished off my journal, and then had a cup of tea and some biscuits. Then for tea we had pasties. I had a cheese onion pasty, and I then was just watching some stuff on TV up in my bedroom, listened to a bit of music, and my younger brother had been staying away camping. He got back and him and his mates came back, and then they went off, and he went off to work for the evening, and then he got back and went off to the gym, and I think he then went off to the pub afterwards, and I watched New EastEnders and Hollyoaks. Love it. I really hope one of my favourite characters in Hollyoaks hasn't been killed off. I think it's going to be a missing storyline or something like that, but I hope not. I want him and his fiance or husband to be now and his husband now, because they've been married, to have a happy ending, but this is a soap, you never know what's going to happen, as normally always doom and gloom. And EastEnders, Ben and Callum, #Ballum, loved them. They were forefront of the first episode back, as it's about Ben's switch on for his cochlear implant, and Ben wants Callum to be there, but Callum's at work. He looks so good in his work uniform, his police uniform. EastEnders knew what they were doing when they were putting him in a suit, and Ben wants to ask Callum to move in and have a box. It looked like a wing, but it's actually a key. At first I didn't know what it was, but someone on Twitter explained it was a key, so that actually so goddamn adorable. And yeah, I just love it. I love that all the sets are back on, and they are filming about like with social distancing and stuff, and showing masks and stuff, so it's more realistic, and I think it's really clever how they're managed to do the soap while staying in with the COVID like guidelines. So yeah, it's good, and I'm just so glad that EastEnders and Horrocks are back. Then I finished watching those, wrote a bit more of a journal, finished that, put it that way, did some colouring and some drawing, and was just playing with my dolls and dollhouse, and worked at some new illustrations. Then I took some Bluetooth doll photography stuff, sorted my Bluetooth dolls out and put those away, and then I was just messing around on TikTok, did about 3 or 4 TikTok videos, posted those. I'm trying not to get so crazy about losing followers or about watches and likes and anything like that, because it's just not worth the stress. Just enjoy it and just don't let it get to you. And then I went off to bed, as I was absolutely cream crackered after the busy day I had. And then I went off to bed and I had a nice lie-in, got up for my Tuesday, and on my Tuesday I had a nice refreshing shower, had some toast and a cup of tea. My dad and older brother and sister at work. My younger brother is off work on Tuesday, so he's on his Xbox going very loud and crazy as per usual. And my grandparents and my mum and myself were just watching a bit of TV, and I had a bowl of cereal. My dad had work, he got back and went off to bed, and my older brother had ordered some stuff online, so he was just sorting through that, and our cat Purdy was being very crazy, jumping around like mad, clawing at our feet, just being a bit of a nightmare, bless her. And I then got myself ready, and me and my grandma and grampy went off to Tintern Abbey, so we went over the bridge into Wales. So I went abroad for a day. The council is a different country, so I'm glad here. I moved to France, Wales and Ireland, and that's it so far. I need to travel more, definitely. Once COVID is out of the picture, I'm definitely going to plan to do some more travelling. Me and my siblings are planning on going to Edinburgh in October time, but I don't think that's going to be happening now. And my younger brother got off to the gym, and me and my grandparents had a look around Tintern Abbey. It was shut, but you could see from the outside, so I got some nice photos that I'm going to be showing you guys now. It was such a lovely sunny day, and I managed to get some really good shots. And then we went off to this tea room shop kind of thing that was selling lots of bits and bobs, and I got myself some assorted handmade fudge that says Tintern on, and got that. So I just love a bit of fudge. I'll probably I might try keep the box as a little bit of a souvenir. And got my mum some nougat, as she loves nougat, and also got myself a cola and a flapjack, and my grandma and grandpa had ice cream, and I helped my grandpa get his Zimmer frame walker out of the boot and set that for him. So as I did that, this old dear was like, oh, such a lovely grandson, and my grandpa was like, yes he is, he likes to help me a lot, which is good. And I was like, oh thanks. And yeah, it was really good, a nice afternoon out. We sat on the bench watching the nice view, and there's lots of trees around. It's nice and tucked away, and me and my grandma said we'll have to come back in autumn when all the leaves are orange, and I'll be able to get some more photos then. Then we headed off home, and my younger brother was back from the gym, older brother was back from work, and my dad had popped to the shops to get stuff for tea. We're having cottage pie, cannot wait for that, I love cottage pie so much. And then I was just listening to a bit of music, wrote my journal and got my rota for my shifts for next week. And I'm working 4 shifts next week. I'm only working 3 this week. I'm working 4 next week, which is good. The more the merrier, I say. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm working on a shift on next Wednesday, I think, with one of our colleagues who's been away on holiday. So I'm looking forward to working on a shift with him again. Should be fun. And I then finished writing a bit of my journal for the afternoon, just putting bits in there, did some drawing, watched a few TikToks, did a new TikTok and uploaded that. My older brother barged into my room and was being super annoying. I was like, knock next time, and he went off out laughing because he's just so annoying not to wind me up. He was a wind up merchant, he is. And my dad got back from the shops. I'm now off to go have a few bits of my fudge, and probably going to write a bit of my journal, do a bit of drawing, and then watch today's Home and Neighbours. Can't wait for the cottage pie, and my grandma's just started that, and I am then going to be watching EastEnders and Holics, and I think Chloe might be on, or I'm not sure if Chloe might be on Tuesday night. Not sure, because I'm going to be watching the States, and it's going to be relaxing. And tomorrow, me and my grandparents are going up to the garden centre to get some soil for my mum's little garden we have at the back of the garden that we made for back in the summer. And I'm just going to have a look around there. So that should be good. And I'm working in the evening for my colleague's last shift before he leaves for uni. And yeah, it should be good. I hope you guys have all had a lovely week so far, and have a lovely rest of your week. And I shall see you soon with your vlog very soon. Bye.